Today I put every NBA player in their prime, so let's go ahead and just look at all the rosters. So the Sixers, they're not too different, but Tobias Harris is way higher overall, same with Patrick Beverley. Now the Bucks are even more OP. In this roster, I kept them with Drew Holiday. I haven't done the Damian Lillard trade yet, but Drew Holiday's in his prime, Brook Lopez in his prime. They have like an official big four now. It's absolutely insane. And then the Bulls, the biggest change for them is they have Vucevic in his prime, as well as Andre Drummond, which that's just like insane to me. And the Cavs haven't really changed. The Celtics, they got a little bit of a prime Al Horford. That's really the only change that they got, but look at their team. They're just like super all around. And now here's the crazy part. The Clippers, first of all, got prime Paul George as the MVP when he was on the Thunder, and they got Russell Westbrook in his prime as well. And then you got Batum as a little bit of an upgrade. Some of their bench players an upgrade. They're one of the best teams in the league. And now here's something that you guys are gonna really enjoy. I feel like Derrick Rose and Ja Morant are basically the same overall, bro. We got double point guards that play very similarly, and then you obviously got like the rest of their bench and all that. That's like just a normal team, but these two are gonna go absolutely insane this season. The Hawks didn't really change at all. The Heat, they got a big upgrade with Kyle Lowry and Kevin Love. Those two got upgraded a ton, and I wish Udonis Haslem was still in the league because I would have made him like an 82 overall, but he decided to retire. Gordon Hayward got upgraded on the Hornets, so the Hornets aren't as bad. Lauri Markkanen, you know, everybody else kind of saying same overall over there. The Kings, they ended up getting prime Harrison Barnes from the Warriors, which is nice in like the Mavericks area of him. Now the Knicks, they didn't really change much either. Some of these teams really didn't change, but LeBron on the Lakers is now a 99 overall with Anthony Davis at a 96, and Christian Wood, I put him back in his prime at 83. But the Lakers, they don't really look that strong. They kind of look similar to real life. And then the Magic, they don't really look too different either. Now the Mavericks, they got Max Luka, they got Kyrie in his prime, and that's about it. No one else on this team at all. The Nets got prime Ben Simmons, 87 overall Ben Simmons here. That's all that really changed for them. Now the Nuggets, they got even more overpowered just because they got Reggie Jackson in his prime when he was on the Clippers, going crazy at like an 80 to 83 overall. I remember he was in 2K. Now on the Pacers, nothing really changed here either. The Pelicans did change a little bit. We upgraded Zion a little bit, Brandon Ingram a little bit, CJ McCollum for his Trailblazers days a little bit. Everyone else kind of stayed the same. I don't think this team's going to do too well this season. The Pistons stayed the same. The Raptors pretty much stayed the same as well, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. And then the Rockets, they pretty much stay the same because like these are young teams. Now John Wall and the Spurs, all right, maxed out John Wall with Victor Wembanyama. No one else is on this team at all that like was not in their prime right now. So we decided just to keep the team how it is right now with just adding John Wall. Now the Suns, they got prime Kevin Durant. All right, and then they got Eric Gordon in his prime back whenever you remember on 2K, he was like an 84 overall at one point back in the day. And then honestly, their team isn't that crazy. It's all right, but I think KD can carry them. Now, if we go to the Thunder, Victor Oladipo, 88 overall. If you guys remember, he actually played in the Thunder at one point, which is a funny thing. But he basically was an all-star on the Pacers for a couple of seasons there. So 88 overall, I think is justified, 87, 88. And he's with Shea now, or Shy, whatever you guys want to call him. So, you know, this team isn't going to do that good, but it's going to be interesting to see Victor Oladipo back and injury-free. Then we go over to the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert's in his prime. Mike Conley is in his prime, which is OP. This is going to be one of the better teams. Ant is still here. And then you got Cat still here as well. And no one else got upgraded. But they got like a huge like big four right here. That's going to help a lot. Now Trailblazers still have Damian Lillard this sim. No one really got upgraded here at all because no one else was like needed to be into their prime here. They're pretty young and everyone's in their prime. Now the Warriors, I think this is the best team in the league right here. You got 99 Curry, you got 97 Chris Paul, which he is old, but we're just going to be doing one season. So I was going to change his age, but we're just going to be doing one season here. He is 97 overall. Then you got Klay Thompson at 92, 91 Draymond Green from basically that big three Warriors time. And then Andrew Wiggins is his current overall basically. And everyone else to stay the same because no one else was outside of their prime on this team. So we kind of just kept everybody the same. But this big four right here is basically what it was whenever KD was here, except they just have a little weird position going on. Now the Wizards are the last team. Danilo Gallinari is the best player on here. Back when he was on the Nuggets and the Knicks, he was doing his thing. So we brought him up to an 84 overall, and that's literally it. So the Wizards are still going to suck. But let's go ahead and simulate the season and see what happens. Let's do a little bit of a checkup point halfway through this NBA season. So the best team in the East are the Philadelphia 76ers, followed by the Bulls and then the Heat. It's really just the Bulls and the Sixers though, which let me remind you guys who's on these teams. I mean, I kind of forgot. You guys probably remember. So we got prime James Harden and Tobias Harris. That's pretty much what changed for the Sixers there. And then what about the Bulls? The Bulls, like we said earlier, yeah, they got Nikola Vucevic and Andre Drummond. They got just the big men's like crazy. Now, if we go to the West is a dog fight, bro. I feel like this because the Grizzlies and Warriors and Lakers, so many people have their prime players. Like we got Dario Saric. Why is this man starting at center? What happened to Kevon Looney? They traded Kevon Looney for Dario Saric. Huh? Why did they do that? That's just so like, random, bro. There's no injuries in this league. They got DeAndre Jordan, which actually I forgot to put DeAndre Jordan in his prime. I kind of messed up. I'm not gonna lie. I'm making probably the best team in the league, or one of the best teams in the league, just more OP. We're gonna say he was an 85 overall. I feel like he was overrated for a while with Chris Paul, but 85 overall. Well, he's playing with Chris Paul, which is the funny part. But there we go. He's in his prime now too. Which also, where's Blake Griffin at? Is he on like the Celtics right now? I kind of sold with some of these players because I was looking through the rosters. I didn't see Blake Griffin at all. And Blake Griffin's a free agent, so I'm just gonna upgrade them. If anybody signs them, then have fun. I'm just gonna get some of these free agents upgraded in overalls, and if everybody signs them, go ahead. Man, Kemba Walker's in here too. Oh my goodness, some people could get some crazy signings here. You got Iggy in here. You got Rudy Gay in here. Oh my goodness. Well, here we go with the updated free agents. There's a lot of players that teams could sign here, as least as they can afford them. They don't got badges, but they got their overalls at least. And Joel Embiid ends up winning an MVP, averaging 31, 12, 4, 1, and 2. So I guess it's not a fluke that he won it. Rookie of the year is still Wemby because obviously he's the best rookie. Chris Paul is 6th man of the year as a 97 overall is insane. Defensive player of the year is Evan Mobley. So the awards don't seem that different. Most improved player, Draymond Green. That's actually funny. Coach of the year, the clutch player of the year is Luka. Coach of the year is Nick Nurse. They won 65 and 17. Okay, what are the teams looking like? We got Embiid, Jokic. Okay, this looks the same except Russell Westbrook is here. Literally the same exact team I would expect, except like Curry would be here instead. Now, second team, we got De'Aaron Fox. He made it to the second team with all these new players. That's kind of crazy to think about. A lot of guards on this one. There's literally 4 guards on the second team. The third team, they got Curry on a third team. That's crazy, bro. Curry really fell off technically here. Now, the first defensive team, you got John Wall returning. Russell Westbrook's here. Okay, yeah, this is looking good, man. This is looking nostalgic right here. You got Draymond Green on the second team, which surprises me. Third team, or does notice the rookie team. What am I talking about? Rookie teams. We don't really care about those. Let's hit continue. Let's look at the standings and let's see if anybody signed anybody. So the best team in the East was by 6 games, the Sixers, and obviously Harden did his thing. Let's go look at what Harden did this season. 28, 5, and 9. Okay. And then it followed by the Bulls, and then there was another drop off to the Hawks and the rest of the teams in the league. Now, if we go to the West, the Warriors actually took away by 5 games. They made a difference there with DeAndre Jordan, I'm assuming, because I upgraded them late season. And that, honestly, this team is looking insane. I think they're going to win a championship. Then you got the Grizzlies with Derrick Rose and John Morant as a starting little duo right there. Marcus Smart's on the bench as well, so they got the defense to help out. If I were them, I would just put like Derrick Rose off the bench, honestly, and put Marcus Smart in here for defense. But hey, I'm not them. And then they got Clippers over here. Russell Westbrook. They kind of downgraded a little bit. They traded for Duncan Robinson, it looked like. Yeah, they traded for, there's a lot of players on this team that are just good. That's crazy. Now the Lakers, they kind of underwhelmed a little bit here. They were underwhelming. I don't know what happened, but hey. So the Trailblazers ended up signing Tristan Thompson, so they got a little bit of a help right there. The Lakers got TJ Warren from free agency, and then Goran Dragic went to the Nuggets. They got even more OP. The Knicks got Serge Ibaka. Rudy Gay went to the Rockets. Kemba went to the Raptors, and Iggy went to the Timberwolves. That's going to help them out a lot because the Timberwolves are actually really solid. If you look at this team, they're really, really solid, bro. Now they got Iggy as well, and then they got Prime Ricky Rubio. I don't know if I mentioned earlier, Prime Ricky Rubio as well. Blake Griffin went back to the Celtics, so that's just funny right there. Celtics re-signed him. He was a free agent, but whatever. So now they got this ridiculously OP team, bro. Like, this team is broken. They could end up winning a championship there. And are there any other signings here that are interesting at all? Like, I don't think so. So let's just go ahead and simulate through the first round completely. Don't even look at anything and see who gets to the second round. So it is Sixers versus Celtics, Bulls versus Bucks, Clippers versus Nuggets, and then Lakers versus Warriors, just like in real life. Let's go ahead and simulate through this round as well. Why not? Let's get through there. Now Sixers versus Bulls and Clippers versus Lakers. Finally, that gets to happen. And we're going to simulate to the finals here, see what happens. And it looks like LeBron won the Western Conference, so that means the Lakers are there. And Eastern Conference is James Harden. Oh, Sixers versus Lakers here, man. Both finals went to the conference finals, went to game 7, by the way. I just want to say that they both were a close series. So here's what the teams are looking like. Tyrese Maxey and all these other players right here. You got James Harden in his prime versus the Lakers, which honestly, the Warriors kind of sold, honestly. And the same with the Celtics. Celtics and Warriors sold here. Let's go ahead and simulate here. The Sixers win. Are the Sixers about to sweep that? Okay, no, they didn't. It's 2-2, and the Sixers are up right here. And it looks like the Sixers are the champions. So if you put everybody in their prime, the 76ers would win a championship. I guess also this would happen if you just took away injuries.